Haley! Oh my gosh, wait,
queen.
You have furniture behind you and everything.
I do. I'm like a person.
Cute.
I know, and I have a table. My chairs haven't come in yet, but like,
you're an adult.
I know. I live in my own home.
That's amazing.
I know.
I'm proud of you. Wait a second, though. First things first, before we talk about important things.
Yes.
We never really explained to you where we went, and because football season is over. I mean, there's a lot going on with football. Clearly, why we're back today for an impromptu. But yeah, we're just gonna take a hiatus while football season is not in sesh, and we'll kind of do some random episodes here and there, and then we'll configure once some end of summer starts, and we'll figure out what we're doing. But if you guys are watching, Haley's eyebrows look immaculate today, and before we started, I was like, "Did you get brow trio?" Because I got brow trio, and yeah. This is brow trio.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yours looks so much better than mine. Well, also I've been running around all day, so maybe my makeup has like half come off my face, but the stencil.
No, so technically it's not brow trio. I did get them dyed. Yes, 2 days ago, she dyed them and she's amazing.
Okay. Yeah. So you got yours professionally done. No, I just bought the stencil from TikTok.
I was gonna buy that. Do you like it?
I love it. Yes.
But your brows look so good.
Thank you. Yeah, it's the stencil. It's the stencil.
I love that. Well, I'm leaving tomorrow night, and I was like, I don't want to do my makeup at all when I'm there because I'm going to be on a beach. So I was like, give me brows so that I don't look like I'm albino.
So wait, they're dyed. So it's not even like you have to pencil them in or anything. Like it's just, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's just my brows now.
Look, I love that.
And I got my eyelashes lifted and tinted too.
Okay. Wait, you definitely know I'm not in LA anymore because I'm like, hey, I washed my hair today. Welcome to North Carolina. You're like, I got my eyebrows tinted, I got my lashes lifted. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm officially an LA woman.
Oh what? My God, I'm joking. That was like a long time ago. No, I did.
Well, if you did
that for another day.
You know what's not an LA thing is the fact that I have epic windburn on my lips right now.
Oh, so I thought you were just like, oh, and while we're at it, I got my lips filled.
No. Could you imagine? I just come in and I was like, Megan, I am no longer Haley. I am this weird person. No, but girl, I went for a run the other day and all of this is a burn.
Is it that windy out there?
It's just super dry. And the Santa Anas.
The Santa Anas. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is not okay.
No, it hurts so bad.
But it does look, I mean, I didn't notice it until you pointed it out, but now that I'm looking, I'm like, oh, it does look like you did like a lip plumper.
I know.
Which is great.
But I swear I didn't go that far yet. But like, oh my God.
We love the lip burn.
Yeah.
We love it all. Well,
clearly.
It's so good to see your face. I know you're getting ready to go on vacay, but before you do, obviously you guys know why we're here.
Oh my God.
Tom Brady pulling one out on us. Like, no.
Just pulling a fast one?
There we go. I was like, pulling it out on us. I'm like, wait, no, that didn't sound right. What was your reaction when you saw the news?
Honestly, I looked at it and went, are you fucking kidding me? Like, excuse my French boys and girls, but oh my God, I was so annoyed. I was like, all right, first of all, that's not even like anything surprising because like if he had chosen to go somewhere else, then maybe I would have been like, oh wow, cool. But like to go back to the Bucs again, I'm like, did you just like have some time off and be like, well, I just am bored? Or like, I don't know. What did you think? Yeah, it was just so weird.
I would love for like Aaron Andrews or someone to have a sit down interview with him. And if he's even allowed to talk about it, I would love to know what was going on in his head. But there's a lot of things we don't know. Like there's a lot of stuff with him leaving the Pats that we still don't know, which some was probably uncovered in the documentary I still need to watch, but I haven't now, but I'll watch it. But also I just feel like there's so much about his process that we don't know. And I think a part of it is he wants to keep it that way. And I, for one, when I found out the news, it was a text message from someone I work with at the Canes, and they were like, your boy's back, which I didn't see the tweet. I just saw it on my watch that said your boy's back. And I'm like, what boy was I flirting with? Like, what boy is back? Like, I didn't
What
understand.
boy came to visit me?
What boy is here? And then I saw the tweet and I was like, oh my God. And like, I like fell to my knees kind of in a very dramatic way. And I was like, oh my God. And so I was reading it, so then what happened is I posted a photo of myself in a goat shirt.
I saw that. Yep.
A company website, and I was getting so much hate from people. And I really started to get very angry because I think for me, well, obviously Tom Brady will always have a special place in our hearts because we are Patriots fans, but we just love him as a person. And I felt so angry that people felt like they knew him personally. Like he needs to retire. He needs to be with his kids. He needs to, and any person that I've met that has been like, I hate Tom Brady. I go, why?
Yeah. Yep.
And all they can say to me, 99% of the time they say, because he's so good. It goes like, no, that's sad. That's sad that people hate somebody because of their success, especially when it's not even given success. It's worked hard success.
Earned,
like, I'm sorry that your lazy ass can put out more energy hating someone for being a good human and for having a passion. Like F off. Like that's how I feel. I'm mad at people.
Well, you know what
Tom.
I loved to go off that. Julian Edelman came out. I don't know if you saw his stories, but he came out and did a story where he was like, I don't know anything. Don't ask me any questions about Tom coming back, because he was like, Tom's his own dude. And I think he meant it as a joke, but I also think he meant it seriously, because I'm sure people were like, oh my God, what do you think? What do you know? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, dude, I don't know anything. Like, let the guy live his mother effing life. Like, we don't know what Tom Brady's doing behind the scenes. All his kids are pretty grown up at this point. Like, they grew up with his dad in the game. Like, maybe he went and retired and was like, you know what? I actually feel really freaking good. Maybe I'll come back and, like, see what else happens. Like, I don't know. If you got a passion like that, I would not stop. Like, I never want to stop doing what I love doing, you know?
And that's exactly my point. And I went on my own stories and shared how I felt about it. And I said that I hope that I have a husband in the future, as well as myself. I left myself out of it, but also myself that wakes up every day and does something that they absolutely love. And Tom loving football is no secret to anybody. That guy loves the freaking game, so much so that he will take an ample pay cut just so he can get the players that he needs and get them paid right in order to play the game that he loves to play. And sorry, there's like a million ways I can go with this. I'm like losing my train of thought, but do you think that maybe when he retired, it didn't feel right to anybody? Even you were like, I didn't see that coming. None of us saw that coming. Like, was it a possibility? Sure. But none of us felt like it was time. And everyone was just like, wow, I didn't see that coming. It didn't feel like time. Like, you know, and the way it happened was weird because it was leaked. And then his dad was like, he's not retiring. And then do you think, and here's what I think it was more of a societal thing than it had anything to do with football and contracts.
Yeah. I mean, I think he might have had an intention to retire. I think he's launching his own brand, like cute. Like all of that is like going full force right now. So maybe he was thinking, oh, okay, if I'm going to launch TB12 and make it this big thing and open these complexes and do all this, maybe I need to focus on that and take a step back. And maybe that got misinterpreted. Maybe people were like, that means he's retiring, to your point, like then it being blasted, which did feel weird. I think we talked about that the first time we heard it. We were like, what the hell where did this come from? And it came from like right before the Super Bowl. That didn't make any sense either. Cause like he's not the guy to do that. Like he strung us along all throughout the summer and then basically waited to tell us he wasn't coming back. So like the whole thing just felt weird to me too. Like I think people said, oh, you're too old. And maybe he did. I don't find him giving into peer pressure, though. He doesn't strike me as someone where if someone points a finger and says you're old, he'd be like, yeah, I am. Like, he'd be like, screw you. I'll show you what old is.
That's true.
But I feel like maybe he retired and he was like, you know what? I didn't win my Super Bowl this year. I want to come back and win another ring. Like, I want to keep building my legacy. I want to keep making a name for this. And
I am disappointed though that he is staying with the Bucs because I just feel like you know, I think he would have been amazing as a 49er.
That's
and it's just give us something different, Tom. But
I know.
Obviously happy he's back. I think maybe he was stressed, overwhelmed, thought, no, I'm done with the media, I'm done with the politics of it all. I'm done with this and that, and maybe took the 2 months that he needed, or not even 2 months or whatever, 40 days. And maybe he was like, no, you know what? My heart is still on the field. And and he was probably watching all the trades happening, and he was probably like, I'm still the best.
Yeah. I mean,
there's really no competition in the NFC aside from Aaron Rodgers and Matthew Stafford, you know?
Yeah, but I think Aaron Rodgers staying in Green Bay was something I didn't expect because I could have sworn he would have left. Like, I thought so. So maybe that was what lit a fire under his ass. Maybe Brady saw Rodgers staying and was like, you know what, cool. Maybe I'll have another chance to go kick his butt. Who knows?
Well, and you know, how much did Gronk have a say in this? Because you know, when Tom's out, Gronk's out, and maybe Gronk was like, "Listen, man, like over beers one day, like on the golf course." Maybe he was like, "Oh, you know, Brady,
hey man,
let's just do this again." And yeah, I mean, who
did you see that video that they posted where it's from that interview Brady and Gronk did a couple years ago where they're sitting in lawn chairs with like a kiddie pool, and Brady is sitting there and he looks over and Gronk's like, like doing a stupid Gronk giggle, and he's like, and everyone's like, this is how Gronk reacted when Brady made his announcement. I'm just like, oh my God, it's like so accurate.
Beavis and Butthead. I can't.
Oh my God, seriously.
But yeah, it's a huge mystery, but I would love someone to sit down with him. And I just want the air cleared. And I, not necessarily for me, I don't need it, but I'm just sick and tired of the talk. And you know, and the biggest thing I can compare it to, and I'll go ahead and publicly say it out here, because I haven't been super open about my feelings for him, but you know, Michael Jackson, a lot of it, it's a different thing, but I get very protective of Michael Jackson. You know, Haley and I are fans.
Yes, we are.
Actually even know the family.
Yes, we do.
And they're very much very, very sweet
nicest people.
And you just know, like, you know, wherever you stand on it. But I get very defensive when the whole world is talking about something that they weren't there for and they don't know. And I feel these same reactions are bubbling inside of me for Brady, because I'm just like, listen, you're not in his life. And people just being like, just talking the talk on the internet. It just really grinds my gears.
It grinds my gears. I love that. And honestly, that's the problem with the internet right now and social media and all this bullshit. And not just with pop culture, but just in general, like the things that we're experiencing right now in the world. Like there's just so much of everyone who's not a doctor, not a scientist, not this or that or the other thing, and then not a member of Tom Brady's family, and they come out and they say all this shit, and you're like, dude, what the hell do you know? Because you don't know, like, who are you in their lives that you know this shit? Like, and that's so much misinformation, so much second guessing, so much false content. It's awful.
And Brady had to have seen this coming too. Like,
Oh my
and the
God,
fact
yeah.
that he just is like, I don't care. And you know, the other thing too, which I was kind of like, but also at the same time, there's really no good time to announce something like that. But he did announce it during Kevin Garnett's celebration
I know.
at
That's not okay.
the Garden. So, but you know, but to his defense, it's like maybe he just wanted to get it out there from him before any other news source got word, before they could do what he did to him the last time. So there's really no win-win, but you definitely have to just, you know, take a step back. Listen, the guy loves football. If you're going to hate him because he's successful, then all right, whatever, to each their own. But do not tell this man where he should spend his time and what he should be doing and whatever, because if anything, it's an ode to what healthy living looks like and taking care of your body looks like and having a good mental state looks like. And to be 45 years old and still feel healthy enough to be out, right, 45 with the young guns.
So, yeah.
Then that just goes to show you, and in a weird way, it gives me hope that at 34, there's still so much career and so much that my body can still do. You know, that I stress about sometimes, but it's these women that are still having these successful careers, even in sports later, and then these athletes later are like, okay, wow, when our mind is right and we're healthy, the things that we can do, and there really is no time limit.
No, and time is just a construct. What is time?
Right,
like,
exactly.
if we're going to go real woo-woo on this one, like, but like, in all honesty, we're the only ones who get in our own way. And I think Brady's been very clear about that. Like, he's always come out and said, this is who I am. This is my mentality. I am the hardest worker in the room. I will work my ass off. I will treat my body like a temple. Like, he is that person. And he's made a great example for the sporting world in general, for just every human who's like, oh, I have all these limitations and injuries and whatnot. And he's like overcome so much that it does it. You just look at it and you're like, all right, cool. If my head's there and I can do this and I know I can, why the hell not?
But why? 100%. Why does it seem like more people, and maybe this is just me being on the wrong side of the internet, but why does it seem like more people hate Brady? Because I, for one, want Brady to go down as like a Drew Brees and like you know what I mean? Like looked at as a legend. And yes, he will be in some eyes, but why does it seem like the majority is like, screw Brady?
Well, you know what's funny is people always hate what they don't know, or they always like question what they don't know. And Brady is like a living question. Yeah, he's a mystery. That's such a good word. Because no one really understands him. Like the sports announcers are all like, oh, he's old, he's getting old. And then by the end of the season, they're like, oh my God, he's the greatest of all time. And we're like, yeah, dude, he still is. Like, but people are uncomfortable with someone changing the norm, you know? And Brady's always fought the norm. And I think that that's such a cool way to look at it, because I mean, I love this topic. I could go all sorts of talking about like how we all try to follow this like line, and if someone deviates, everyone gets like freaked out. But I think that's why people don't like him, is because they don't understand him and they are envious of the fact that he's still where he is. He's married, has 3 beautiful kids, 4 kids, 3 or 4 kids. I don't know. He's got, I think it might be 4, right?
I don't know. I thought it was 3, but 3? I don't know.
3, 4, who knows? Anyways, he's got beautiful children.
Because I think in the picture.
The other, but he has one.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay,
so I think
you're right. 4.
But like, look at this guy. He's got beautiful children, a beautiful wife, an amazing life. He's one of the nicest humans, according to everybody who's ever been on his team with him.
Yes,
like,
I haven't heard an interview where someone said one bad thing about Tom.
You can't. Yeah, you can't. Even like listening to him talk in Man in the Arena, you're just like sitting there going, "Tell me more, sir. Tell me more." And so I think that's why people have a hard time with them.
Yeah, that makes total sense, and that is something I've never thought of before, that people don't like him because they don't understand him. But is a creature of that nature and of that greatness meant to be understood? It's oh my God, we could go down like,
oh my God, right?
Where's the weed? Like
there's like a wormhole into another dimension. Excuse me, guys, no longer sports. We're going all sorts of weird.
I know. I feel like, yeah, it's just, but it makes me feel better too, because as you know, and everyone listening knows, that we were very upset that he didn't thank Patriots Nation. Now, who's to say when he retires again? And that's what's going to suck, that when he actually does retire, it's going to be a joke, because people are like, is he actually retiring? And it deserves to be legendary when he does. But I do hope that he is given another chance and he does thank Patriots Nation, because 20 years of his career was there.
Yeah, I agree. I think he needs to at least give us something back.
Yeah, no,
for
definitely.
all that we've given him.
Yes, 100%.
Know.
From our own sweat and blood.
Oh, seriously.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of sweat and blood and a lot of tears. Like, so many tears.
So many tears.
Yeah.
Are there any other sports news that you've seen, or that I've obviously just been keeping up with what trades and everything like that, which has been interesting and a lot going on.
Russell Wilson, trade.
Yes, going there.
I mean, I knew he was going to leave. It was either him or Pete Carroll, and they're not going to get rid of the head coach. So I figured he was going to leave, but the Broncos, that was kind of random. I was like, okay.
Interesting. Yeah.
But yeah.
And also, do we know where Jimmy G is going yet? Has that been announced, or is he going anywhere? Is he staying? Or
I don't know. He posted a picture on the gram recently, and he's still in San Francisco, it looks like. So I don't know if he's gonna stay, go, who knows?
Yeah, maybe he'll stay.
Well,
go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say that baseball's officially back. They finally reached an agreement, so that I'm excited for.
Yes,
I was like, oh, thank God.
that is good. It's not spring without some Red Sox baseball. It's just not. It just doesn't.
No. But and hockey, girl, you're in it.
Yeah, we are in it. We will be in the playoffs, and which we don't have the schedule for yet, but it's exciting. We're we're crushing. I mean, we're still, our last game, we just lost to the Penguins, but they're the second in the Metro Division. So it was against a good team. But yeah, I think, Bruins play tonight. Well, it might be last night when this comes out. Who knows when it'll go up. But who are they playing? I looked it up. Oh, the Blackhawks, who they just played, literally.
I was just going to say, why are they just playing them again?
I know. I was like, that was a weird scheduling thing. Okay. But they won in their last contest. So, we'll see how that goes. But yeah. So really hockey is just still going. Oh, wait, I didn't tell you this, which is where I just came from, which I don't know why my life keeps giving me sports that I don't know.
Oh, no. Please don't say it's golf.
No. Kind of close, though.
Oh, God.
Soccer. Yeah, so I am they don't have a lot of games, but it's in the off season with hockey, so it works. But yes, I'm the in-stadium host for Carolina Courage. Which is our female Division I soccer league out here. Yeah, they're like good. They're D1. Like we have a men's team out here too, I think, but they're D3. So these ladies are like legit.
That's awesome.
They play like all over the world. It's incredible. So I was just at the soccer stadium, and that just seems like it's going to be fun. They're just kind of like, we don't have a script, just do what you want. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, They know I don't know. They know I don't. Well, I don't know hockey either. They know I don't know soccer. Yeah,
she's a great actress, guys. She's really good.
I'm getting better. If you were to come to a game, and I actually know what I'm talking about now. Like before, I was like, what's a penalty?
And
is slashing?
Icing?
I don't know. Icing. I don't know. Offsides, what? But now I can actually formulate a sentence, and I'm like, this makes sense. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah, so that'll be fun. So that's
amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. We have a preseason game Saturday. So I literally have a hockey game Friday. I'll be at the soccer field Saturday, and then another hockey game Sunday. So yeah.
Holy crap.
Life. And I know you're busy too. So you
leave
tomorrow to go where?
Costa Rica.
And but you said you're meeting your family on Friday.
Well, no. So yeah, I'll be by myself for like a day and a half, 2 days. And then Olivia, my sister, flies in.
Oh, so you're flying before everyone else.
Yeah. Yep. So
what do you have to do in regards to COVID?
So going there, it's like a lot easier. I have to fill out this like health questionnaire and like that's about it. And then coming back, I have to get tested to come back, which is going to be weird because like apparently there's not a lot of testing sites. But I have a few girlfriends who are just there, so I'm going to reach out and be like, so what did you do?
Yeah, no, that's good. And how long are you there?
10 days. I know. We're going to go to the volcano and we're going to go swim in hot springs. And then I'm going to go stay on a beach for a week. I'm like, I've been crazy because I have like 8 new clients. So I'm like, just like my brain is exploding with like training. But I was like, I'm getting all of you in and then I am leaving.
That's awesome. So, well, you deserve to
thank you.
Rest. You deserve rest. Oh, I can't wait to see all the pics.
I just want to tan, girl.
You're gonna come back and be so tan. You're gonna be so tan. You get so tan.
I know. I miss it. I miss my like tan. Yeah. Like my hands are purple right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
I know. No, they are though. I had an audition the other day and I went and put my hand up to my face and it was like, I was so cold. It was straight up purple.
Oh my gosh.
It was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. It was a great take, except for my flipping hands. I was like, oh.
How long's the flight there?
5.5 hours.
You know me. I hate a long flight.
I know.
Did you have a layover?
No. I booked it, so I didn't.
Good airline?
Delta.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be great. You're going to be great. That's going to be great.
Yeah. I'm going to go up to the woman at the front desk tomorrow and be like, do you have any seats in first class? Can I have one? Thanks.
She'll be like, yeah, can you pay the upgrade fee?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Depending on how much it is, I'll be like,
maybe you'll look out. Yes. Well, I really am glad we had time to dive in.
Oh my God, me too.
Because we needed to discuss. I know the Boston peeps were like, what does Megan and Haley think of this? And here we are.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Try to get this out ASAP. But yeah, so just so you guys know, we'll pop in here and there. And then we will reconvene come NFL season.
Yes. And we want to hear your thoughts on Brady's return. And also any of the trades that happen, we want to know what you think too. So like definitely let us know what that is.
And if you hate on Brady, I may come after you.
Yes.
Okay.
There is no hate allowed on Tom Brady.
And unless you have a good reason, like if you're like, hey, listen, I don't like Tom because such and such and such. And it's like, okay, fair. All right.
Yes.
I get it.
But because he's good is not good enough. That is not a reason.
Not a reason.
No.
Yeah. Oh, because
be better.
Be better.
Yeah.
Be better. Okay, Haley Khan.
All right, Megan Ryan Lamontagne.
I love you, and I will have fun. I can't wait to see pictures, and we'll talk when you get back.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.